Welcome everyone to Amateur Hour Commentary. My headset looks goofy. I'm the Wolf Craze, and joining me is O'Doyle. And tonight we got our final week. God, can you believe this? We're in our final week, dude.
I really can't. It seemed like it's just like yesterday we were all like just like, hey, Mental started this thing and it's going to be a competition, and we were like, what? Like,
Yeah,
sign me up.
and now we're here. We're in our final week, and it's like we're coming to an end. It feels strange to say, but it's been. If y'all have been part of the Discord, then you probably read what I wrote, and I meant every little bit of it. Like in the announcements page, this has been an incredible 7 weeks. We've had our rough times, but that's how league goes, folks. And but it's been a blast seeing so many people come together, play their hearts out, and just have a kick-ass time. Every match has been great, from the worst team to the best team. It's just been stellar. By the way, we got a third caster here. He's just going to be climbing up and peeking his head in over the Raise energy can here. So. um, but yeah, we got Carnage versus Devil Spit. Carnage is currently sitting in third place overall, and Devil Spit in eighth. So it's one of the top bracket versus the bottom of the bottom. It's going to be an interesting fight, but I know that we have one stream live already. That's Hellbound over on Facebook. So just waiting for Crispy to go live. Yeah, he knows he's cute too. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, look, Wolf, you didn't give him an introduction. You got the number one, the main man, Luke the Duke.
You're flying. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Okay, say hi.
Hi.
There you go. So you might hear him popping in and out. But that being said, now that we've gone over our roster, why don't we go over the team's rosters? We'll start with Carnage here. We got the crazy duo here. King, that is you on there. We got King Scorpion, Leo Rising, Crispy, Slice, Step One Sounds, Apollar, Row Family, J Designer, and Galindo, the one and only. Now in watching these guys play, I gotta say, King Scorpion and Leo, Crispy, and Slice, they have been, I want to say, the foundation, pretty much, of the team. Those three players have been playing super solid. And I want to say, like, King Scorpion and Leo, like, they're just a deadly duo. I mean, if you come across them in Publix, you already know this. So, I don't know. How you feeling about Carnage going into things?
You told me. I don't know. I was just in there playing with them, me, Doom, and Black Mario. I'm gonna tell you, I think they're ready tonight.
Yep.
They're playing well as a team, making great call outs, obviously, because they were shooting me from the second I stepped around the corner in S&D. So I think you're gonna see a good team tonight. You're gonna see Crispy, Slice, King Scorpion, Leo Rising, and Step One Sounds tonight. By the way, for the active roster tonight.
Very nice. Well, I've always got a good feeling about Carnage. That's the thing. I've always got a good feeling about them. I'm expecting good gameplay from them. And, Devil's Spit, that was the most improper transition. Apologies about that. But Devil's Spit, they've been struggling, I want to say, like, all season. They finally started kind of getting their groove in the second half. They've been performing much more admirably in the past few games. But man, they still struggle with team deathmatch, and I don't know what it is. It's that TDM gameplay that they just can't get a grasp of. They're very good at the objective-based games, but for some reason, killing people and out-killing people has not been their game. But Devil Spit, we got Left Cross, Wicked Curves, Hellbound, Shell, Gemini, Disgruntled, and Justin Johnson. Throughout this season, I gotta say, Shell, probably the strongest on the team. She's been putting out those numbers. She's been doing an incredible job. But of course, it takes a team to play those objective-based game modes. So I want to give kudos to the entire team. But in terms of overall, individual performance, Shell has done remarkably well. Thoughts about Devil's Spit?
Well, I mean, what I'll say about Double Spit is, I mean, they've had a lot of shakeups on their team, and it's taken a little while to figure out their core players and their, who works the best together. And it's very admirable how far they've come from, these players, most of them started within the past 6 months. So, I mean, I'm going to tell you, for what they've done and the competition they put forth, it's admirable, and I think that honestly they're starting to gel. Unfortunately, a little too late in the season, but I think you're going to see them put up a pretty decent fight tonight.
Well, I hope that's the case. I'm super excited to see what they put out. I mean, this is the last week. You might as well throw everything at the team. And Carnage is one strong team to go up against to close things out. So best of luck to both teams. Devil Spit, let's get some more points on that board. Carnage, continue to live up to your name. All right, we have we still only have the one perspective right now. Crispy, I believe, is going to get his stream live soon. I'm just going to double check. Might have to refresh my source here. Usually I don't have to with Twitch, but yeah, okay, I had to. It's a good thing I checked. Let's see. Oh God, I didn't change this one. Give me a second. So what's going on, everybody in chat? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you've enjoyed everything up to this point. Hopefully you've enjoyed the season, and do expect, as I had said, some new rules coming out in the next season. Yes, we are planning on having another season. Who it's going to be run by, I don't know. I mean, I'm just here to try to help where needed. We'll see how things turn out. But if you guys want to participate, you got to get in the Discord. You got to join, and you got to be prepared. You got to get your team together. You got to have a team name. You got to have a team logo. Get all that prepared now, because season 2 will come up quicker than you think. We got Row Family, Dung Beetle, Karen, Puddles, Diver Boy 420, all up in the chat. What's going on, everybody, over on Twitch? If you're here on YouTube, yes, we are live in all on all platforms. Be sure to say hello. We do have a few people over on the TikTok as well, so welcome. And we got people over on the big screen. We got to give a shout out to big screen a little bit more often. You guys have been putting together some really awesome get-togethers on big screen, man. That's just awesome. Love it. Now, we might not have an audio source for Carnage. Yeah. Just as an FYI. They've struggled all season to try and make that happen.
Well, he's got an iPhone, bro. He's got an iPhone. He's limited by the hardware.
Yeah.
But we are looking at S&D on House for the first mode. Looks like Crispy was able to take one out, but was taken out quickly by Hellbound.
They're down here too.
Hellbound's taken out.
Coming up to A. Coming up to A.
Now, I will say about big screen, what would be really cool if we could get somebody in big screen that would actually stream that experience, so we could cut to the big screen.
In front of the house.
I think that would maybe be pretty cool if you could see the live party kind of over there watching the show.
The other one looks like they're trying to go to A.
All right, somebody just got me from the house on the driveway.
So both players taking down both POVs, Hellbound for Devil Spit and Crispy for Carnage. Does look like Devil Spit does have 2 players left. It does look like Carnage appears to have 1.
Yeah, they got Leo left.
Yeah, we just got Leo. But, and Chell, I'll tell you, I can tell you who's by that thing. It has to be Chell. It has to be Chell.
She likes that car, man.
And she's definitely not in the car. And again, hey, anybody from Devil Spit, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Sorry to call you out. Looks like, swear to God, she looked like she was in that car, bro.
Even from my perspective, it looks like she was changing her oil.
But just get that away. If anybody is watching, I do apologize for that. Got a little salty, but I thought somebody was in the car shooting me where I couldn't get him. Sorry, look, blame Kim Op. Blame Kim Op. He always would get in the sauna and he would stick his arm through that glass window. Oh my goodness.
With 1 minute left on the clock, Leo has some work to do to try to get this match closed out.
She's playing it safe, Wolf. Watch, she has time. She has well over 45 seconds. Anything can happen.
Well, that bomb is currently sitting at the entrance from the underground into the garage.
And she's getting call-outs. She's getting call-outs right now, and she's planning her route of attack. Oh, maybe not.
And there she is getting dropped. I mean, going up against a disgruntled Shell. Yes, I did just say a disgruntled shell. That's a very tough duo to go up against. I don't care how good you are. I think anyone should be fearful going up against that pair in a 1v2. But they're going to have another chance here. Carnage push on the point.
Well, I always say Shell will shoot you in the legs, maybe mess you up a bit, kill you possibly, and then Disgruntled will run over and patch you up and bring you back to life. She is a real nurse in real life. Right, Crispy. This is a good spot to take. Always like this little peeker spot.
Oof, nice shots on Shed.
Yeah, definitely great shots. I see he's back to his level 1 scope, so I'm glad to see somebody using that because I always thought it was a disadvantage. But I mean, obviously, Crispy is just rocking it and destroying people.
Well, we also got to give him credit the fact that he did try a different site, and given that everybody else was running a different site, and it didn't work out for him, unfortunately.
Well, it didn't work out, but again, like it just makes me smile that he does that well with that sight because it makes me feel better about the balance of the weapons. I know you can like do some damage with the Hurricane, but if you can do the Hurricane and that scope and do like that, tell you what.
She's going to come in that big window.
Silo Side, what's up, Silo Side? What's up, a Nate Badge? Hey, we got a Nate.
Okay, all right. That person's still on the roof.
We're in another 1v2 situation, but this time it's on the Devil's Spit. Actually, 1v3. Miscounted there. But it is Shell. She's quite good, so we'll see if she can hold out for her team. Crispy is going to get the plant here at the office space.
Not looking good. Now she has to make the move. I'll tell you, Chell is a better player when you have to come to her. When she's got to come to you, I'm not saying she's like necessarily like any slouch when she's got to come and hunt you down, but she definitely is a better defensive player.
Yeah, absolutely. When you don't have to do a lot of movement and the pressure on you isn't not just 3 players, but you also have the clock at your back. I mean, you're just in a situation, right, where it's kind of like a 1v4. You have to take enough time that you don't get eliminated by those 3 players, try to get those eliminations, create some space, and then go for the defuse. I mean, we saw Nate way back early on in the season. He didn't even have to go for the final elimination. He knew where the space was. He took it and got the defuse and got the win. Shell very well could do that, but the pressure was there as the clock started ticking.
Oh yeah, and well, I mean, what I find in S&D, the closer that counter gets down to 0, the more nervous and panicky people get. So the longer you can wait, the better.
I got one down.
Because that's when people make the most mistakes. It's towards that last 30 to 45 seconds. That's when the mistakes are mostly made by most players in S&D.
Clown getting taken out there. Crispy left alive.
2v2, I think.
1v2 now, actually.
1v2. Ooh.
Wait, 1v1. Crispy putting in the work.
Bomb's been dropped though.
Crispy versus Shell. We'll come out victorious.
This is a good matchup. I cannot wait to see this. Ooh.
Oh man. Well,
wish I switched too quick.
Wish I switched a little bit sooner, man.
Oh.
Crispy does take Shell out in a wonderful exchange. Just missed it. Gosh, I can't wait for that spectator cam. But here's Carnage back up on defense. The roles have flipped. And now we'll see what kind of damage they can do.
Now defend is oh my
gosh. Not only were they there quick,
they pushed it in numbers.
But they also brought their dancing shoes. Crispy doing some spins around his enemy.
Nobody else is in here.
And he just wasn't ready for it all. Shoot, he just got down the tunnel and they were like, "What's up, motherfucker? We here to party."
They turned around.
He was able to get that one elimination, but in tow was the rest of Devil's Spit. They're going for the plant now. They've got it. And the garage is...
Yeah, this is on lock. If they lose this is going to surprise me.
The garage is one of the easier spots to hold if you can get the effective plant. Look at that flash.
The flash. That flash will make a difference. Oh, they were able to pull it out. Look at that.
Not enough.
Great round by Devil's Spit. That was a great rush.
We're 2-2 right now.
hoping I'm hitting
So
somebody.
both teams keeping it very close. I mean, this is a good looking Devil's Spit. Let me say something.
I mean,
Devil's
I know
Spit is
I know
showing
they've been
up.
practicing. Yeah, every night I've been on. They've been in private matches, putting in that work.
And it's one of those moments where I take great pride in saying how great Search and Destroy can be. Those moments where you get a defuse win, those are clutch, and those excite me more than like eliminations. You know what I'm saying? So that's 100% a memorable one. There's been so many moments in this season that have been memorable, and if you guys want to go back and enjoy it all over again, we got the VODs. We've saved everything, so be sure to go back and check them out.
And hey, even better, kind of do what Mental and Black Mario did. Since we didn't have as much footage as theirs, if your team has some nasty footage, please share it. Please.
Yeah,
We will be
100%.
happy to put it in some type of montage
I got
video.
one coming on her ass. Another one.
So that flash not only blinded everybody, but it completely lagged Hellbound's stream.
Right.
And he just teleported all the way back up. I think we're back up to pace here. It looks like Devil's Spit lost that round. Good hold by Carnage. We'll flip back over and see how things are going over here. Does everybody got a drink? Everybody got a snack? I know it's late. You have some time. Go get something. Nice shots here. Crispy is just pushing hard here onto the spawn. He's not giving them any room. He's going to force them down into the tunnel. Does take one out. If I read that correctly, it very well could have been Shell, and that is such a critical elimination. Take her out early on in the game. I mean, Crispy, this dude did not wait. He did not hesitate.
Oh, totally. Well, I mean, that's kind of one of the strategies is that, you're going to have four people that will, either, 2 and 2 defend and one rushes around, or, you'll have, if you're pushing, you'll take 3 to one side and maybe run 2 to the other side. But, I mean, it's a definite strategy to have somebody roaming around in S&D.
Well, it looks like Carnage takes another win. Score now 4-2. 2-point difference between the teams. Devil's Spit losing ground here. But we are going to have another role flip, and now Carnage is going to be on the offense with Devil's Spit on defense. And this is an opportunity for Devil's Spit to come back and not only tie things up, but take the lead if possible. But they have to effectively win every single one of their defensive rounds. And Carnage is just looking too strong.
I don't know, man. I have faith in Devil's Spit only because I played against these guys, and they gave us a hell of a run for our money. If you remember back to our match, I think it went full rounds. I mean, you heard me. I got so excited that, but again, I'm just telling you, that's how close it was. I thought we were going to lose a point. I don't want to ever say count these guys out, especially on S&D. S&D is one of their stronger points.
Nice grenade.
I know they haven't had a lot of those wins under their belts for Search and Destroy, but it is definitely one of their stronger game modes.
I know someone mentioned a little bit earlier that communication is one of those issues on Devil's Spit, not having a primary comms person. I think they've kind of been working that out this season to identify who's got the better comms. Of course, if someone is dead on on camera and not the good communication person, well, I mean, you are going to have to rely on what you have, but communication is absolutely critical, and particularly in Search and Destroy, where every elimination matters. You can't have too many lions.
Any communication's better than no communication. I mean, it was like that one round we were playing a few weeks ago, or at least a week or two ago. We had a new guy jump in, and he was trying to describe where the player was, and he was giving out descriptions, and everybody was like, it's not helpful. But he said enough that I understood exactly where he was talking about. So, again, it comes from also comprehension of what your fellow teammates are trying to tell you. I mean, I can say something one time, it'll be completely wrong. Not even the same name we've ever called anything. But our teammates are like, "Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about."
That also comes down to map knowledge and the amount of time you've spent with your team and certain players. It does look like Devil Spit won that one, so they have closed the gap to 1 point. They're going to try it again on defense and tie things up.
Don't count them out. Don't count them out, bro. They're coming. They're very good at this mode.
Karen asks, how many more matches until final? So after this one, we got 3 more. What a flash into Garage, and that's just going to take Hellbound out. These flashes have become so critical for many teams. They've been utilizing them like crazy. We got a plant started here on Garage. Chris be able to get the plant shell, taking him out. She's peeking around the corners. Even she can get a second one. Wicked Curve's left all alone.
Yeah, well, don't count her out. She did come from Firewall. She understands these S&D modes very well. So, anything can happen. Yeah, those flashes for real. Like, I would like to have like a perk, like sunglasses or something. It like doesn't have to completely negate the effect, but maybe just like lessen it just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you could maybe reduce the amount of time that you're actually blinded or something like that.
Yeah.
I know more perks are likely on the horizon, especially with Molotovs becoming so popular in matches like Hardpoint, and people are going to want like some sort of fire blanket perk or something like that.
Well, see, with the mollies, I feel like the devs did a very good job at not having to have a perk for that, because you always have the ability to slide out of it.
It's true.
And you can get rid of that fire pretty quickly as long as you're running for a good, 1 Mississippi, like almost 2 Mississippi, and then you start that slide as long as you can, you'll get out of it every time. Now the flashes, there's nothing you can do. The only thing you can do is, just hope you remember exactly where the person was when they flashed you, and shoot, and maybe spray your gun around in a zigzag pattern. That's the only hope you got. Or to lay down on the ground and hope they don't see you.
Here's the plant up at A. Hellbound. Prep to go in. Missed throws.
Missed that grenade. Ooh. Hey, at least he didn't take damage. He's got a second one, though. Oh, he missed that one, too.
Oh, poor Hellbound, man. He just couldn't get it through that doorway.
He's cussing. He's cussing right now. Oh, by the way, thanks, Karen, for that donation of a sub, and thanks, Diver, earlier for the donation of a sub.
Thank you for those bits, Karen, as well. And it looks like Devil Spit is going to lose this one, and Carnage is going to take the first win here. Man, those missed throws. Yeah, I agree with you. I got a feeling that he is going to be quite sour about that one. I mean, that was very frustrating. You do have that arc trajectory, right? Like you've got that visual arc trajectory, but that doesn't account for the diameter of the grenade itself. So you got to take that in consideration. And he just nicked like the corner of the ceiling.
Look! I've been in that moment before, and I've thrown that first grenade, but I don't run double trouble, so I didn't have a second shot at it. But I'm no offense. My gosh, I'm sorry. You missed the second shot too. There's no Kobe in you. There's no Larry Bird in you. Go back. Practice
you got no
your
ups,
threes.
man. You got no ups. So I didn't actually clearly answer Karen's question earlier, so my mistake. I got caught off guard by that flash into the garage. So we have this game, and then we got 3 more, and then I think next week the final date hasn't fully been realized yet, but there is going to be a final match between the top 2 teams. So
I would say I got a little inside knowledge. I would say most likely it's going to be on Friday or Sunday. And whether or not Black Mario wants me to share, everybody wish his mother a happy 70th birthday on Saturday. Like this coming, not this Saturday, like coming up this weekend, but the next Saturday, exactly 70. It's awesome. Just amazing. So big happy birthday to her. Make sure you guys mention it on the stream.
That's living a good life. What's up, Phobos? How you doing, man? Always good to see you in here. I'm glad that you were in your ear holes and you've joined us over here. We are on multiple platforms: YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok. We're all over the place, man. 70 is a big one, but here we are on Retreat, and it's a hard point. Again, I said this last time, man. It seems as though Retreat is a very popular one. Devil Spit working and they've contested the point, finally taken over. This is a match, a game mode that they're
Shit, got me.
I would say a little bit more competent in than the rest. They're pretty decent at search and destroy. Sometimes they get caught out, as we saw. But hardpoint, that's their jam, man. They run this a lot.
Well, I hope so, because I'm going to tell you, I was in a match with them earlier, me, Black Mario, and Doom. Like I said, no slouches, and they were putting it on us. I mean, I think at one point they won 200-something to maybe 40. So
Oof.
I'm telling you, Carnage is on point on this right now.
Get it quick.
But again, Double Spit was playing too. I didn't get to play them tonight, so they might be on point as well.
I just gotta say, Hellbound just ran. He was following his teammate,
Here they come.
and someone from Carnage just sprinted right by them. I mean, have you ever run into that situation where you're running to a point, you run right by someone, don't even recognize it?
Well, no, I've been there where I'm just running beside them. I look over and they don't look over, and then I just turn over and shoot them or stab them in the head. But I mean, it happens. I've had it happen to me too. It just you're that sprinter, and they just happen to be a little bit faster. They haven't ran out of stamina. They're just running up beside you, and they stab you in the head as they run past you, and take the finish line.
Looks like it does look like Carnage has a considerable lead by at least 20 points minimum from last I saw.
You can see Crispy. Watch his scope next time we get to zoom in on him. He's shaking a little bit. He's starting to get a little nervous. You can tell Devil Spit is definitely giving him a run for their money.
One thing that Devil Spit have to keep in mind, by the way, I hope it's fine that we're talking a little bit more over the Carnage perspective since there is no audio to listen to. Hey Titch, I'm feeling it myself, dude. I've been coughing a lot, so we'll just have to wish ourselves well here. But one thing I gotta say about Devil's Spit though is again, there's multiple players pushing to a site. And when they do capture it, there's multiple people sitting on the site. They got to be careful about that. Carnage with 97 points. I can't quite see where Devil Spit is, but the last time I saw that they were in the 10s. So they've got to be careful. They got to try to capture this point. Hold at least 1 point for its entirety. Just to try to catch back up and give themselves a little bit of space.
Nice little pick up by Hellbound right there. Caught him when he was jumping. That was a good shot.
I call it aimbot. I've seen this in COD, that rainbow arc. 102 to 22. We got a really considerable lead here for Carnage.
I told you, I'm telling you, these guys are killers tonight.
Right now, the spawn, or the hard point, is closer to Hotel, which is not my favorite spot. Maybe to hold if you get there first, but to try to take over and cap, it could be a real pain in the butt. Devil Spit, however, have come back a little bit with another 20 points or so. Another flashbang, something you don't quite often see in hardpoint. Usually you see mollies and grenades. But someone is loving those flash grenades in Titch. At least I can say this time it's not me, dude.
Is that not good fire?
No, it's not, man.
We got this.
They don't have this. Let's just keep going at it, guys.
You get into the pedicure area is always a pain as well. There's only 2 entry points, and people are usually camping in the corners. And it's just it's doable. I've done it. Other people have done it. But sometimes it takes a couple of tries just to get in there and get enough people eliminated.
Guys, get in there. I'm going to watch the laundry.
Shit, I'm trying. There's one on the outside of it, too.
And just like that, as you saw, Hellbound trying to push that spot, not able to get on point. We're now at a 100-point difference, folks. I don't know if there's any coming back here for Devil Spit. Of course, anything is possible, but it's a steep climb. They're going to have to hold the next couple of points before the clock runs out.
Right by the couch.
Gotta wait.
Don't I know it, Phobos? Don't I know it? In your bazooka, baby. Once again, it's on Hotel. Carnage with control. Oh my gosh, Crispy is just every death that he has, he's taken at least 2 people down with him. This guy's a madman. A rotation of the hard point over to believe the
Lockers.
laundry room. Is it the lockers?
Lockers. It's lockers.
But it's not enough. Carnage is going to take another one here on retreat. They get hard point. They get search and destroy. And now we're going to the game mode where Devil's Spit struggle the most. And if they win this one, I'm shutting my doors and walking out because with how Carnage is performing, I can't imagine Devil's Spit winning Team Deathmatch. That's just the facts are the facts. As much as I want to, root for them, I don't see it happening. They are 1-9 right now. 1-9. I believe, if I got my numbers right.
Hey, maybe it's their night, bro. Maybe it's their night.
Sorry,
your
correction.
numbers are
1-11. I forgot to count week 6.
Look, maybe it's their night. Look, I mean, I know you're going to pick the stats. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, they're going to win. But I'm going to be the guy that's like, it's the long shot. Give me the long odds. I'll take I'll take that bet any day of the week because it pays off the best. It's the long shots that pay off the biggest. So, hopefully, I don't know. I want to see an exciting match either way.
I do too.
I don't want to see a blowout. I just want to see something close. Give me a fight, guys.
Now listen, there's the chance that Devil's Spit could win. They have already won a team deathmatch round before. I don't remember exactly what week. I think it was a couple weeks ago. So they did win one, but with an 8% win rate and already losing the search and destroy and hardpoint, I don't see this first half going to them. I think they might stand a better chance in the second half. We'll see. Hopefully they can turn some things around in the back end of this match. But as of right now, this is going to be an uphill climb for them. Puddles, Karen, thank you so much for the 100 bits apiece. We got a hype train coming in, pulling into the station. So appreciate you all. What's going on, Weapon? You love this game so much? Thank you. Big shout out over to our to the YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. We're going to be going back into retreat here for our team deathmatch to end our first half of this matchup between Carnage and Devil's Spit.
I'm here with you. Let's do what we do.
Hellbound blowing his load real quick there, throwing grenades. I mean, my goodness.
I'm sorry. Blowing his load.
Told you it was going to be fun though.
Oh my god, I'm going to mute myself for a second.
But now he got a little excited, so he's pulling it back. He understands. He's going to take it a little smarter now. It's very curious to see them playing so smart right off the bat, but I'm going to tell you, they're already... Ooh, he gets taken out there, but they're not doing too terrible here starting off.
No, they're tied up.
They're playing safe, and that's what you got to do against a team like this. But you also want to watch your flank, because they're going to have some Crispy and Slice running the edges and trying to flank you.
It's an interesting spot that they're trying to hold here. It looks like they're trying to hold the I always call it the lobby, but everybody calls it reception. It's a very good spot to try to hold, but there's very wide hallway. Usually we see people trying to hold hotel or the sauna, but if Devil's Spit want to flip the script, it could work in their favor. They are only 2 eliminations behind. There's a chance that they could take the lead, of course. We'll see if that turns out well for them. Karen, thank you for the 300 bits. Appreciate it. And everybody on your respective platform, if you're not following already, I don't know what you're doing. Go ahead, hit that follow button, hit that like button if you're over on YouTube or any other thing that you can press that helps the channel out. Every one of these social media outlets have some sort of algorithm. Let's feed that algorithm and boost this match.
Slice will be straight ahead of you, Wicked.
24-19, they're up.
And more so boosts the next match. After this week is over, we got the big championship coming up, guys.
Yeah, we got a nice little treat for you at
and
halftime.
hopefully Wolf, Wolf's seen what I've been talking about in some channels. Maybe we will have a little surprise for people too, if Big Daddy lets us do it.
All right,
Nate,
so
wasn't expecting that. Nate, like, there's a lot of things you don't know about me, bro. You're just getting to know me. Like, stick around for a little while. Each stream that Wolf allows me to come back on, you might get to see a different side of Duel each time. You never know.
Carnage is just looking super strong
Keep
here.
it going, guys. Keep it going.
Devil Spit is looking good as well. They are starting to fall behind gradually, not at a rapid pace, but gradually. They are still within about 10 points. I think it was 11-point difference there.
Keep pushing,
So
keep
they are
pushing.
trying to keep pace, but they are
33.
slowly losing ground here. They are going to have to get together, group up, find a spot to hold, and defend it with their life. If they can do that, there's a chance that they can come back and take this win. But right now, splitting up as they are dropping like flies.
In the gym, rolling through the gym.
Well, again, anybody can get in there and be a free-for-all player and, go in reaction and do that respawn kill. But it takes a good team to actually hold down a spot, make the call-outs when they die. That's what it takes in TDM. If you're holding down a spot, the other players need to know immediately if you die. Because if you die, they need to turn around and focus on the enemy coming around them. But again, like, that goes back to like what we've been preaching all season long: communication. The more you can talk, the better comms you have, the better your team's going to do.
Yes, Karen. Someone shot the dog. For those less in the know, not saying that Karen is, but for those who are newer to the game or might not be entirely aware, there are kill streaks. There are a variety of different kill streaks that players use. Dogs are my favorite kill streak to use as my 7 elimination kill streak. But they are killable. So if you're against that sort of thing, well, then just stand in front of them and wait for your untimely death.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Ran 1010 was fun to watch on TV back in the day, but Ran 1010 in this game is not very fun if he's sent by the enemy. Literally, you might be able to get by with jumping over like 1 or 2 of them, but if you got 3 of them, you jump, you're done. The third one's going to catch you every time.
So they can't see.
Yeah, despite Devil Spit doing a pretty decent job here, again, they are just losing ground. They're about a 20-point difference. Unless they can get some quick, rapid team sweeps, it's not looking good for them.
It's not looking very good. I mean, I have to agree. It's all said and done except for the crying.
One in the laundry room.
Shit. How did that just happen?
Yeah, this is one of those modes. Once you get behind, it's so hard to climb back out of it. Because the other team understands that they're ahead. They don't have to push. There are some teams that are bloodthirsty and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're ahead. Let's just keep going. This is working. Let's do it." There are times I have to like pull like my team back because you get a couple kills in the water and there's a couple players that are just like, "Where'd you shoot them? Coming."
Yeah, and Hellbound's currently sitting in a pretty decent spot right next to the weight rack, and he's picked off player after player after player. If he can keep this up, he can get his kill streaks, and hopefully, as I said, flip the script. He's got his 5-kill streak. As long as he doesn't aim it at the ground, could work out for him. But he's killed enough people here that they had to have known. They did, and they are up to 71. I mean, they just boosted their numbers very rapidly.
That's dangerous with those rockets. As soon as you fire that rocket, it's over. Everybody knows exactly where you're at.
Yep.
But what's Titch saying? What does senpai mean? Is that like master or is like
senpai is like a respectful term for in Japanese for like someone you consider a mentor or a master.
okay. I was just making sure. I was like, is that Japanese for hey duel? Shut up here.
No.
I knew it was Japanese. I knew it was like some type of term I've heard in anime at some point, but I wasn't sure what the
Senpai?
reference was. Right?
He does it
Like,
over on our Rocket League stream all the time. He'll put on his little chipmunk voice and go, Senpai.
I mean, senpai is kind of close to hentai, and I don't know,
Oh my gosh. You got me laughing so much tonight. All right. So it
And
does
Carnage
look like
takes
it
it.
does look like it goes to Carnage, but all right. With how far behind Devil's Spit was to bring it back as they did, I give them credit. Well played. Well played. All right. So, for everybody
Halftime.
who doesn't know, we are going into the second half. Match isn't over. I know the score looks like it is. Oh, it's not over. We're about to load back into the second half, but I want to showcase a little bit of a theatrical commercial trailer thing to kind of get your blood going for our final match. I hope you enjoy. Let me just make sure I have it on. I don't want to mess this up because I probably will. Give me 5 seconds.
I don't think I've seen it
All right.
in its entirety. I think I've seen
Let's.
some.
Oh, hold on. I need to make sure this is right. If I mess it up, it's just gonna be a whole thing.
Well, look,
So let's
this
see.
is
That's all off.
a
That's all
teaser.
off.
This is
This
a
is a
teaser
teaser.
of what Wolf can share. But
Okay.
hopefully during that match we'll have another teaser.
Fingers crossed.
Hey,
Let's-
I'm pushing it. I'm looking at you, Sean. Please, man, please just let us do it.
All right, here we go.
Please.
All right. There you go.
What do people think? Oh my goodness. I'm going to tell you. I mean, a little happy about that. I haven't seen that yet. That's pretty good.
It's long. It's long, but I hope so. It's a long theatrical thing because it probably won't be shown again. I'll probably put it up a little bit later, but we're gonna have smaller clips. We're gonna have smaller things put together, kind of keep the excitement going. But hopefully that stoked the fire, and everybody's amped and ready to see the Goliaths go at it. And I say Goliaths because the top two teams are bound to put on a show, and that's going to be happening in May. And I'm really excited. And of course, Amateur Hour is going to bring it to you guys for sure. So I'm excited. But we got to finish week 7, man. We got to finish week 7. We got Carnage. We got Devil's Spit. We got to finish this one out. And then why don't we talk a little bit about some of the other matches that are coming up. I got to get to the right spot. Season 1 fixtures. Here we go.
I get there. Yeah. Game times. No, let's go game times. Look, we already got games scheduled, bro. We got, I believe.
We have Hacks and Death Squad.
We have another one. We have our game scheduled. So Sunday you'll see Death Squad go versus Hacks. I will hopefully, and most likely because we got a strong lineup coming. But I'll be here on Sunday to cheer my team on and hopefully give unbiased commentary.
That can be hard. That can be hard to do. But, so we do have Hacks and Death Squad, as Doyle just said. We also have Murdo's and Trauma, which that game I'm in particular very excited for, given the fact that Murdo's, something happened. They started out a little wishy-washy, but something happened and they started clicking. And they have been on fire since. Ever since they had a bit of a roster change, they just went off. And you know what else is going off? Karen in chat with holy hundreds of bits. I don't even know what to say. Holy cow.
I'll tell you what went off on Murdo's. You got Dinko. Dinko was there, and I'll tell you, Dinko's a good dude. He's very level-headed, and he's like probably one of the nicest guys I know. You got Dinko, you got Flyboy, and you also have Slugs. I played with all 3 of these guys. All super great guys. Something that, I always like, again, like I was talking to Dinko tonight, something that's kind of like would be kind of cool because Flyboy Pilot is an actual pilot.
Wow.
I think it'd be kind of cool. Like that, like one time you get on a plane and then all of a sudden, like you hear Flyboys like coming on and the pilots now was like, "Hey, everybody, we're gonna have a nice, calm evening flight to Phoenix." Like, oh no, that's Flyboy, that's my boy, and they're like, get up, air marshal will get you, like, and it's like, no, I know that guy. It comes out, no, he's cool. Like, let him come here.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, they have really turned their squad around, and they have been putting the hurt on people, like legitimately doing incredible work. So I got to give credit to Murdo's. I think they're going to give it to Trauma, and they're going to put them to work. I would say that early season Murdo's would have gotten swept easy, no problem, no questions asked. The Murdo's now, different story. I think that they can contend with the top 3 if they really, really wanted to. But unfortunately, they're not there. So I can't wait for that one to be scheduled. I'll definitely let you guys know. We also have GABA Army and Team Grandpa's. This one I'm just excited for because these 2 teams, they're just a joy to listen to when they chat. They're a joy to watch. I mean, these are just kind-hearted. Is it fair to say old geezers? Like, can I say that? Like, there's just a whole bunch.
No, you do not. Do not. Like, I am the same age as a lot of these guys on this team. Do not call us. Well, actually, I mean, like, okay, it depends. We had this discussion. If you call us a geezer in the UK, that's cool, man. That's just somebody that's wise or smart or like a trusted man. At least that's what they told me. Maybe they're lying to me. But over here in the U.S., it means like an old crotchety guy that's like kind of like
get off my lawn.
Exactly, I was going for the same thing. Get off my lawn. But again, like I will say the grandpas. I do believe they are not considerably older. They're maybe 10 years, 15 years older than us. But they definitely always put up a good fight. Speak something to Germany. Maybe the quality of living's a little better over there. We don't know, but it seems like a lot of those Germans, they still have a pretty sharp, sense of accuracy and just gut reflex.
Yep.
But as far as Gab's Army, do not know. I mean, unless you're calling Herb old, like don't call Herb old. Herb's still with him. He's still hip.
I think he's about 10 years older than me. So.
He's not that old.
Yeah,
look,
I think he is. I'm pretty certain he's about 10 years older.
Yeah, so that's not that much older. And Leaf, I'm pretty sure Leaf's the same age. PJ's still similar age. I think Slevy is considerably younger than us. I think he is like early 20s.
Oh yeah, Slevy is young. Yeah, it's fair enough. I'm still going to call them old geezers anyway because they're they're a whole bunch of old souls. And if you guys haven't watched these teams play, then you're missing out. It is an absolute treat just to listen to them, to talk, hear the excitement. Like if you want to talk about casual players that enjoy the competitive scene but treat it like casual play, it's these teams. These guys, they're in for it for the fun. Yes, they want to win. Yes, they want to do well. But in the end, they take a piss, right? That's what the English say. They just take a piss. They have a good time. They have fun, and that's what it's all about. So that's bound to be a good one, for sure. And to kind of answer everything in chat that's going on, Titch, no, you're not fired. This is me just contributing in whatever way I can because you already contribute way too much to our broadcast.
And again, the Thunderdome. There is no like canned thing. There's no like AI like Chat GPT. There's nothing that we can be like mid-journey, be like, hey, yeah, create the Thunderdome and put all these clips of all these players in each tile. That doesn't happen.
Yeah,
like,
no, that doesn't happen. What you are able to make is priceless and irreplaceable. So I provide what I can, and it's usually taking other people's creations and then mixing it up and making it a little bit different to create some of the merch. By the way, if you guys want to check out the merch, you can go over to Alvo's Discord. You can even go over to their website and on their Facebook group page, and you guys can access the store there. There's some wonderful merch up that O'Doyle and I have creatively put together. We do expect to put up more.
It's Wolf. It's mostly Wolf. Look, get those yoga pants. Get those yoga pants. Those yoga pants are the bomb. If I were a woman, I would own them right now.
Yeah, I gotta say, those yoga pants, they turned out fire. I'm not gonna lie.
They did. I'm telling you, you could put that in Target, Walmart, wherever, and they would sell.
Yeah, they
would like, Alvo, I don't know what this is, but I'm buying them. They look sexy.
The design is nice. Yeah, what's up, Camp Kid Kill? Alvo, 100%, man. You have a lot of work still. Well, Titch, whatever you're doing covertly, I'm really excited because you've always put out good work. But yeah, if you guys haven't gone to the Alvo merch store, I encourage you to do so. A lot of really cool stuff up there, not just clothes. There's some things up there like patches and watering cans and containers and stuff like that, mugs. I think we got a backpack up there, which is cool. So like we got some really cool stuff. You guys might as well check it out. Now we're going into the back half of this match, and we're going to start with Search and Destroy once again. And this time it's on Desert and Desert Night. This is a map that we don't often see because people like to stay away from night.
100% Karen. Couldn't agree more about Titch.
Yep. I mean, that's just how Titch is. You can't tell him he's doing good.
Well, he's fine. Like I'm the same way. Like I suck at this game. I'll never be good. Like
you gotta tell yourself that it's a matter of staying humble and always looking to be better, right? Self-improvement is key.
That's right. You're never top dog. There's always another. There's always a bigger fish. Not to go back to Star Wars again.
Yeah, right.
All right, Desert. Interesting night desert at that.
Yeah.
This map's so beautiful at night, though. Look up at that moon. Like
it's
it
gorgeous.
Makes me, the skybox is great on this map.
By the building.
But where Hellbound is, this is why people don't like this map.
Oh, it's a great map though. You get in those rocks, you tuck in very good, and you got a great view of the map. I also like to run Overkill on this or Overlord, whichever one it's called. I can't remember. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. But the one where you get to carry two guns, like I would have a primary sniper with a long range scope on, and then I would have a secondary of either like a Hurricane or a Proto or some type of assault rifle. Because you can actually take people out across the map with the sniper rifle in this game, and if you have a gun stock, it stabilizes it. If you're on quest, if you have the aim stock, it stabilizes it, makes it so you can make those long range kills. We have Mental Man that's on Team Trauma. That guy is a beast. He'll take that sniper rifle with the aim controller, and he'll do 360 shots, just jumping off stuff and shooting people in the head. So it's definitely an accurate weapon. And if you shoot, up in the upper T, like headshot, like, middle region of the T, like, heart, chest area, you're going to get a one-shot kill.
But this is the exact reason why people try to stay away
No man's
from
land.
Desert Knight, because if you are on the attacking team or if you get this side for the spawn, seeing someone up on the rocks is near impossible. As we see, Crispy's already eliminated, trying to provide intel.
Yeah, again, Crispy is a run and gunner. And he probably ran and gunned a little too much in this map. And again, you get these bigger maps, people can see you coming from a long ways away. It's a lot harder to get up on people and get them like Crispy gets them usually. He's usually running around catching people around corners, up close. That's the type of battles he likes to do. Now Leo and King and what Wicked, not Wicked, no.
Slice?
Slice, well, he's already taken out. But you still have Leo and King. I'm going to tell you, these two on this map, they play well together, and they're good at camping. They're good at staying tucked in and getting those kills. I mean, obviously they have to defuse in this round. But, on this spot, if they're smart, what I would do is I would climb up that back wall of the sandcastle.
But they got to get this defuse now because they only got 5 seconds left. Can they get
late.
it? Yeah,
it's
now
too late
it's way
at 5
too
seconds.
late.
5 seconds is too late.
Oh no, they're able to get it. They're able to get it. I think they started.
Did they get it?
I think they started right before 5 seconds, man. They were, and that was bringing it down to the wire. Literally, they were doing a pincer maneuver to try and capture the last remaining member of Devil's Spit. And very, very quickly, they hopped on the sandcastle and started the defuse and able to get an incredible win off that fight. I am thoroughly impressed by that.
I'm shocked. I didn't even see that coming. I thought Devil Spit had that one. But I will tell you that Leo and King, it's a wife husband team, and they work very well together. So always in these matches, if you have any two people left, if you have those two or Slice and Crispy, it's not good for you. Slice and Crispy work very well together, as do King and Leo.
Now, with Desert being a much larger map, you have probably noticed that there's been much slower gameplay as opposed to what we saw before. That is because, one, there's a lot more space, which means there's a lot more open space, and they have to cover all their angles, especially at nighttime, as we see Hellbound's looking towards the rocks.
Do you see anybody?
He's trying to keep his sights over there for any kind of movement. That's the only way he's going to be able to see them.
It's like a T-Rex, man. You don't see them unless they move. Like up in that rock spot over where Hellbound was looking, you can tuck back up in those rocks, and nobody will ever know you're there. Even to the right of where he was looking. Any of those rocks over on that side, if you can get back in there and lay down, and you got one of the darker character skins, it is almost impossible for people to see.
I got one that was over here watching name.
So again, like that was one of the first things I noticed about this game is that camo matters. Your outfit matters. It reminded me of Call of Duty. Like, if you're playing mostly desert, sandy maps, you want the lighter skinned character. If you're playing the jungle maps, you want more of a green character. So that's something that I believe Alvo is packing into this game slowly but surely. We're getting more character models. Titch.
I can say this right now: Devil's Spit is completely annihilating Carnage at the moment. They have taken out so many members. They've got the bomb planted. With 20 seconds practically left on the clock, they don't have to do much else except sit and wait, because there's no chance that the surviving member, Slice, is going to be able to eliminate every single member and get the defuse.
Oh, definitely. Not with the Hellbound and I think Left Cross and Wicked and all of them. No, that ain't happening.
And there it is. They tied it up 1-1. This is probably, like I said, it's probably going to be a very slow search and destroy with considering the map size and the date, or and it being nighttime. It's going to be a little bit of a slow go. So buckle on in and enjoy the ride. Yeah, the moon is pretty remarkable. Very bright, very full.
It looks even better in game.
Oh yeah, if you're actually in the VR headset, it's pretty remarkable.
One is behind it. I just knocked them
right
out.
here. That looks like a place you'd like to sit on the rock, maybe have a couple beers.
I don't see it.
Yep. Just be wary of the sandstorms
and the Jawas.
I
Yeah,
am.
he's
The
better
sand
than Brawl
people.
every time
That was good. Yeah, now this is a favorite spot of a
Watch
lot
out,
of players.
southern
They like to kind of hold these walls right here in front. Um,
I'm
you know, and it's
crawling
not a
behind
behind this
bad
front.
spot. Personally, I like to get a little closer down there, and actually get close to those points. Maybe get in a tree.
Ooh.
You just never know. Ooh,
Ooh,
Carnage,
crispy.
crispy
Jeez.
taking out taking out Wicked, and then also Hellbound. My goodness, he is going off, but very red.
Yeah.
He better tuck back in and heal.
He
He's too
also
red.
he also unloaded a whole clip just to get Wicked. So Wicked was she's bouncing around trying to get out of there or at least get enough cover, but wasn't enough. Wasn't
She
sufficient.
dodged them bullets like Neo, bro. She was bending back and everything.
Now Crispy's in a very dominant position. He does have control of the bomb, as that's where it was dropped. I believe Wicked was carrying it. So now all he has to do is defend it, and he gets one in the cross. Disgruntled is out. Here come the grenades. He does get tagged very red. He's only got one surviving member left on his team, King. And with 1 minute left on the clock, they've got to try to get this last elimination.
Crispy's gonna
Carnage
get him. I don't
peppering.
know, Crispy's got a beat on him.
And look at this angle.
Oh, we got him. Oh, my goodness.
Look at that
Oh, my
peephole,
goodness.
dude. What? Here's the thing.
I haven't seen
colliders-
somebody use that for a while. I have not seen
the
somebody use that
colliders
for a
in this
while.
game can be so precise that you can take such a narrow opening like that and still get your shots through. That is what makes this game so good, is that if you see an angle, it's very, very likely you can shoot from that angle. Really well played, Crispy. What an incredible position to catch that person right at the end there.
Definitely great shot.
Slice is pressing. He's in the center.
I mean, not only that, but I mean, it was a pretty long range shot.
Yeah.
They peaked and they paid the price for that when Crispy was already there.
So you guys are good at A.
Yeah, that's always a dangerous thing. Like, look, if you want to get to that wall and you want to peek that wall, you got to get there quick and be ready for that person to jump up on those posts.
So,
That's pretty much a contested spot. I don't know. I call it the T. Everybody likes to be at the top of the T for some reason.
The thing is that now, unless everybody's running Ninja, which tends to be the case, and it frustrates the hell out of me, you got to listen for the audio cues. And if you're going up the ladder, you got to keep a keen ear out for that exact reason. You don't want to get caught off on those posts there. You want to be ready for it. You got to have great mobility on that ladder, too. You can go up and down it rather quickly. And if you need to evade, you can jump right off of it. But in an exchange that close, there's no chance at evading. It's either shoot or die.
100%. But just wait till we actually get a little bit more controls, whether it be rules in a league where we can, maybe limit different perks, different loadouts, or whether or not we can actually do that in game. I know a lot of controls are coming with this next patch. We've seen them. The ability to control whether or not bots are in, how many players it takes to get rid of the bots. There's lots of stuff coming in the pipeline. So for a machetes only or a knives only lobby to exist is not far fetched. That might hopefully if we can get to where we can actually name the lobbies too, we can actually give them names like that. Like, hey, knives only, guys. You want nothing with knives. You don't want to use knives. You want to use machine guns. Guess what? This ain't the lobby for you.
Got one.
Nice. Scorpion.
Yeah,
That
there he
was
goes. I
posted
see him
up.
trying to peek his fucking head up now.
Nice shots here by Hellbound.
I seen one going by the
Nice.
middle
Getting elimination at the central
wall,
ladder
and,
on the
back
west
headed
wall.
towards,
Okay.
They are covering B with their life.
That's all right. They got to come down here first.
Well, B is almost always the one I go for here, unless
wonder
if
if I can
he
see
looks
it.
to the
In the
right.
middle.
Oh, I don't know. That other one to his right, I like that one too.
Yeah, this has pretty this particular
They gotta plant that
bomb
shit.
site spawn is actually quite good. It's better for the defending team. for sure.
Good cover.
Well, it depends. It really depends, though. I'm going to tell you, because like there are times that I've rushed that far right side from where Hellbound's looking right now, and I've gotten there and there's nobody there. But then there's also times that we've taken like the long way around, taking the slow approach, came around the rocks, came around that far left side wall that he's looking at right now, and we've gotten up on B and wiped out 2 that were there, and the other 3 were all the way down at the end. We planted, and by the time that they got there, we were able to pick them off very easily. So I will say that this is actually a very fair, probably one of the most fair S&D plant sites versus attack defend. Like it's anybody's game, really.
Yeah, unlike some others, they are very far apart. They may be on the same side of the wall, but they are spaced quite a bit. And Leo is the last surviving member on Carnage.
Not
And-
looking good. We got a 4 versus 1.
But she
Not
does
looking
get the
good at all.
plant. But she gets the plant.
She's got the plant. That's a good thing. But I'm going to tell you, I don't know. You got three killers coming after you. I don't know if she can survive it.
I don't know. She takes out one.
She got me.
Here goes left. He's trying to push in. Gotta get the elimination before he can get the defuse. Leo's out, and now they can get the defuse. Devil's Spit. I gotta give her credit where credit is due. She eliminated, I believe, at least 2 members on her own, leaving Left and Hellbound to get that win. They're within 1 point, but man, oh man,
All good.
what a tough spot for her
I
to be in.
think I saw a little teabag in there. Okay. All right, Carnage. Look, I hope Carnage puts it on you now. I'm gonna do a little teabagging. Okay, Carnage, do it, guys. Show them what you're made of.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta steep that Earl Grey, man. It's sleepy time tea.
Oh, I get it, but at the same time, like, come on, guys, don't be teabagging. Not especially this team. Don't try to make them mad. You make this team mad, you're not gonna be happy about the outcome.
I can't. I'm on.
Nice press of fire here by Hellbound. Left, trying to push up. Sandcastle.
Actually, a great spot for Hellbound. I love this roof. I don't know really what to call it. I call it the bandstand, kind of like in my own head. I've never called it that before, but I call it the bandstand because they have that kind of like overhang behind them. It just seems like a band should be playing.
One more.
Got one of them. Got
One
one
more.
down.
Bit of a
Definitely be a
trade
little-
there.
Being a little careless though. I think he needs to pay a little more attention to his left. Because honestly, I'm going to come down the Ellie's house, Poop house, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to come down that way usually and try to come up that way to get these people. I would come to, as some people would call it, tip 2. I'd post up on that and try to get a bird's eye view.
The issue here is, though, he wasn't keeping his attention to the left, which is where the bomb has been planted. So his back was exposed. He did get that elimination down in the town,
Down.
but
I called it.
loses the
I called it.
exchange. Shell
For
against
once, I called
Slice.
You guys
Shell
see.
takes out Crispy. But Shell against Slice. She's running out of time.
He's up there on A.
I'm going to call Chell. Chell's going to get this one.
She's pushing the building now. She's got to race up. She's got 9 seconds. She gets the elimination. Can she start it? Can she get the defuse? It's in the... No, there's not
She's
enough
got it.
time.
Ah!
3 seconds left. So close.
Oh. I knew
She-
Chell would get the kill, though. I knew she'd get the kill.
She sprinted up those stairs so fast. I think, honestly, in watching her sprint, it looked like she slipped off of the stairs, maybe hiccuped a little bit, and her pace slowed a little bit. If she didn't make that minor error that I'm assuming took place, there's a chance she could have gotten the defuse. Wow, really good attempt, though. Incredible.
Hey, she still got the kill. I knew she would get the kill. I knew it.
So right out of the gate, we have Crispy already eliminated, providing some intel to the rest of the team. They are on defense, so this is going to be a little bit easier. A lot of their efforts towards bomb site A. And if I were Devil's Spit, I'd recognize this, and I'd try to rotate back around. But it looks like they're going to push, and they're going to engage here.
They got blood in the water, bro. It's like, I don't know. These guys are free-for-all players.
Oh,
They smell blood.
there goes 2
They're
more.
going for it.
Leo all
Oh, Leo's the
alone.
last one. Look, hey, they're jaws right now. I mean,
Leo
they're
gets
going to-
disgruntled. Shell left. Oh my gosh! And Leo takes out Shell and left.
Disgruntled.
It's disgruntled against Leo.
I tell you, don't count these guys out. They are killers.
She's going towards.
Yep.
Main
Yeah, she's
Street.
behind the
What
building
was the old
that's
guy's
out.
name in Jaws? I cannot
between
remember
the
his
two.
name, but
Yep, long alley maybe. Down there by the
that's
house.
Leo right now. He's I can't remember the actor either. Like classic man. People, somebody in chat help me out.
Well, this is going to be like an old Western standoff. Disgruntled
Okay, she's
against
by
Leo.
she's going to
Leo, the
okay.
defending player,
You know the walk
disgruntled,
path that goes
forced
down
to
the
try to
street between the
get the
buildings there?
elimination
She's on
or
that left
start.
side there.
Yes,
Okay.
Quint.
She's facing
That's
the
right.
street.
Yeah,
She's
go
playing
advance
around.
the
Oh, God. I love you, Diver.
Quick, quick.
All right, she's got the bomb. Now she has her choice. She could either try to push the shit house or she could try to rotate all the way around towards B site. It might take a little bit longer, but she still does have a minute. It looks like Leo is going to try to go for the engagement. Shell pushing around. Oh my gosh, they're almost running parallel to each other.
Now.
This is going to get intense. Disgruntled has to make a move, make a decision.
See on the camera.
Just run as fast
She's
as you
rotated
can.
back around.
Just run as fast as you can. 39 seconds.
She's coming down Main Street.
If comms
Pick
are
her
good,
up.
Get
Look to your
inside.
left
Nope,
and
no.
this
go.
could spell
All right,
victory
go
for
on, go on.
Get in the
disgruntled.
house. Get in the house.
Oh no, here comes the engagement. Here comes
Comms
Leo.
can be too good. Comms can be too good sometimes, though.
All right, she's actually in the toilet right now. She's going to try to get the plant there, or at least bait the plant. If she get the elimination,
She's not yet.
that'll solidify the win. She gets the plant. Can't get the shot. Leo with a surprising breach onto the roof.
Yeah, you did.
Gets the elimination.
And defusal.
Fucking bullshit.
Man, oh man.
Kill and defusal. Kill and defusal, bro.
That was really good.
I mean, she is just on fire. What a great play by Leo. Like even
Clutch.
looking at her
Clutch.
looking at her score, she's at the top of the board. I don't want to say she's carrying, but man, she's already shown 2 instances of great gameplay.
Going to A.
Well, she's coming in clutch. Like again, like you can see S&D. There have been times that like in my matches, I've been at the top of the S&D, but again, I haven't been the one winning the rounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's been other people that have like pulled it together and killed the last guy and done whatever. There's been times I've been at the bottom, and I've came in and won a couple rounds by getting a couple key kills and defusals. So you know, always the person at the top of that list is not always the most key player. It definitely helpful, but not necessarily the one winning the rounds for you.
And one
Unless,
person,
of course, they had the most defusals. If that's the case, then yeah, they're carrying you. But
and one person who has been struggling in this search and destroy matchup, it has
Crispy.
been Crispy.
100%. I've been kind of surprised. Like he's been getting taken down very quickly each time. Like within about 10 seconds. That's been very surprising to me.
Hellbound and
Only
disgruntled
2v2, bro.
against Leo and Step 1 sounds. And we don't see Step playing very much. We haven't seen him play very much this season. Looks like he's been taken out. Now it's 2v1. Leo, once again, left solo. And this time against Disgruntled. It's almost like a rematch. But now she's got Hellbound in tow.
Maybe.
I'm right here at the bomb.
They're on the
Where?
hunt.
Hold on.
She's
Hold
across
on. Hold
from
on.
there somewhere, so be careful.
Gotta try to get to that bomb.
Gonna be watching that.
Hellbound playing it very safe. Gonna try to check his corners.
Well, you know, usually what I would do in this instance, since you have a 2v1, you need somebody to be the meat shield. You just do. You need a decoy. You need somebody to go out, take the bullets, find where they're at, and then the other person takes them out.
All right, well, he's able to pick up the bomb, and Disgruntled is able to clean up the mess. And Carnage has been eliminated. Now it's within 2 points. Now, this is in the first search and destroy. They only got 2 wins against Carnage. They have already beaten that, as they are sitting at 3 victories so far. There's a chance they could come back, but this is critical, as Carnage is sitting on game point.
That's true.
Karen, you're going to need a bigger boat. That
I know.
Perfect
but we
quote.
need to just-
I know.
I
Might
love
get a
that quote.
distraction.
All right, I'm in the center now. All right, we got one. We got a person approaching A.
All right. I'm
Very smart.
crawling
You
on
got
this
3
rock
players
to
sticking
see if
together,
it's
2
not
running
up.
around the right side. This is a good strategy by Devil Spit.
Oh, there's
Disgruntled
one
gets
on
taken
top
out.
of the shit house they just got made.
Yep.
So-
Hopefully they saw where that came from.
Alright, we're heading B.
With the bomb in the possession of Hellbound, I believe they're going to try to push.
You do
Bomb
have
site
3
B
coming over
here.
to this
At least I'm
bomb site.
trying.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Watch them buildings
keep
across the
going.
way. You know how they are.
Yep.
Sandcastle is always so scary to push, as we see here. Hellbound gets taken out by someone laying prone.
And there's one coming up from the bottom
Now,
side.
if I were
of
that
it,
person,
coming
whoever
up
got the
sandcastle
elimination,
on
I
the
would
bottom.
get up and
man.
move. Shell gets an elimination.
One
There
coming
goes
down
a
the
couple
main
others.
versus 4. Ooh,
sandcastle.
3v3 now.
2 of them.
Where is it?
Going up towards
Crispy
the
takes
ladder.
out
Right here by
2.
the sandcastle.
One's going up the ladder.
One's on the B point.
Crispy gets taken out.
got
There
him, I
goes
got him.
Leo.
Come back to B.
King left
Go back
all
to B.
alone against 3. Wicked
He's on
Shell and
hands.
left.
Oh,
There goes Wicked.
2 left.
I don't know.
Can King do it?
2v1.
it's the bomb. Because he had to shoot from
I need to
across.
know.
I had the bomb.
I need to know where
Yeah,
they're
he's
at.
he's
I'm gonna
cut from the
focus
same
on
cloth
I'm
as
looking
Leo.
now, I
You just
can't
gotta
find
watch
it.
him. He's able to take this out if he needs
They're
to.
gonna be looking.
Fuck.
I'm scanning buildings now.
Does look like
Got
ooh,
him.
we go.
they
And-
did some good callouts.
Good.
Devil
stuff.
Spit able to close the gap even more to 1.
Good stuff,
Shell.
Shell.
Getting that final elimination. And now,
I wish I could get.
I have to say, pressure is on
Full
Carnage.
round.
Defend.
Full rounds, they're
I'm
coming.
going to
I think
look.
we could see a full, just full victory, full round, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. What do we want to call this? Like going all out? Like
It's this is a good question. I don't know. I mean, we are going a full set. I mean, that's what it seems like anyway. As Devil Spit are getting closer and closer to match point. Carnage they're the ones carrying all the burden right now. They either get the win here or they now allow Devil Spit to get within game point match, just like they are, and we got 1 round left. And Crispy is taking it much slower here, as we see. He has posted up, and he is choosing not
Watch
to
your
move.
six, disgruntled.
I think that's wise, considering
That
his
means where them rocks are.
his previous track record, 100%.
his death
Hey,
rate
he
has
survived
just
long-
been
he-
way too high
he-
in the search and destroy match.
Don't go. Don't
Well,
press,
he survived
don't press,
longer
hold.
than he has the whole game, like combined. Like, I mean, I think he's alive for 30 seconds now. Like,
Here we go,
that's
watch this.
that's longer than the whole S&D combined. No offense, Crispy. You just got to pick a little.
Oh, where
Nope,
the hell
man.
they're
Throwing those
They
nades a
don't
little
know where
early.
we're at. They're just shooting.
So they're just trying to lure us out.
Shit, there's one up
Slice
top on the
taking out
thing on
one.
the bottom.
Shell taking out another.
To shit house. Bombs dropped over here on the way to shit house.
Okay.
We're kind of pinned down at the moment.
One's on the ladder. One was on the ladder, peeking up over
Damn
that
it.
fucking
I'm on the
ladder.
ladder.
Slice doing some more work
there's
to get
two
out Shell.
Pushing A against the wall.
Leo pushing bomb site A. Looking from Carnage's perspective, Crispy is once again eliminated. At least we can get this beautiful eagle eye view. 1 minute left on the clock. Who's going to win this? Are Devil Spit going to get to match point? Or Carnage going to take this one and end it now? Right now, Carnage struggling.
2v3.
Slice in step 1. Last surviving members, 40 seconds on the clock. It is getting
Deadly
tight.
team. We got people in the rocks though. That's dangerous always. You got 2v2.
It looks like they're going to try to go B site.
Bomb dropped.
Oh no. Oh no. Carnage
Able to take
Oh,
out
oh.
one more.
left.
1v1. Can he do it? Who's gonna win, left or Slice? I can't remember. Slice or
Who's
step
got
one.
this? Step 1.
Step one or left.
No, Carnage can't do it. Wicked, bring it back.
Full rounds,
Devil
yeah, buddy.
Spit just bringing it back, and we are going a full set on Search and Destroy here on Desert Night, ladies and gentlemen. I did not see this coming. Devil Spit really turning up the heat. I mean, coming from such a deficit is a feat all its
I'm gonna get
own.
up in the top center.
But if they can take this, I think this will be maybe one of 2 reverse sweeps we've seen all
What's last
season.
in that A?
Yeah.
I mean, we're
But
getting
if you
close to
start
the
getting
witching
that
hour,
big,
Wolf.
Right,
Maybe Wicked will
Back to
conjure up
Alvo.
some of her dark magic.
I got 2 coming to A.
Can't do it
taken
for
out.
can't do it for Hellbound though. Hellbound's dead.
Where'd you drop it off?
But there was an even trade there. It looks like
I'll be able to
Carnage
tell you
have
if he's still
lost
there.
2 of their key
Dude.
players, King and Leo. Hellbound is the only one out.
3v4.
Oh, coming up.
3v4.
Looks like Slice is taken out as well. They get the bomb. There it goes. Crispy at the hands of Shell. Step
No.
1. Hiding, taking cover. And Carnage fall!
Oh,
I don't believe it.
I do believe it. I do believe it because I will tell you, this is what I've said all season. I'm going to tell you, this is the mode that you got to watch this
Oh
team
my
in. Is
God.
S&D. Got to watch them at S&D, guys.
I'm shook. I am shook. They were behind by 3 points, man. And they won the next 4. Next 4 straight. You need to think about how impressive that is. You are behind 3 points, which means if you want to win, you got to win the next 4 straight. And Devil's Spit did it.
I'm telling you, they did great. But I'm going to tell you, I've been preaching this the whole season. Like, this is the mode to watch this team in. Is
Wow.
S&D.
Well, good on Devil Spit getting a point up on the board in, I don't want to say their worst, obviously Team Deathmatch is their worst game mode, but Search and Destroy I would say is their second worst. So Hardpoint, absolutely their best, Search and Destroy their second, and then TDM. And the fact that they came out victorious here is good, setting the stage very cleanly for Hardpoint that's coming up, which is their best game mode in my opinion. If they can win this one, there's a chance that they could win a tie. But again, Team Deathmatch is that iffy water. That's that turbulent water. It could go their way, but man, they have just been stuck in a hurricane all season, winning only 1 round on TDM. So this one right here is absolutely critical. Carnage still on game point. They could effectively take this entire match and make it 4-2. That is if I keep saying Wicked. If Devil Spit can get their TDM win, but this is critical. We'll see what happens here on Industrial. And boy, do I love this map. I agree, 420 and Diver. That was in a fantastic game. And Titch coming in saying that says hell yeah, bound.
What's your option? What's your choice? Everybody
As
else,
long
what
as
do you
it's
think?
not retreat, I guess it's okay. I'm honest.
I
Well,
mean,
they're happy about that one. I'll tell you that Carnage, that is probably one of the weaker modes that they play is S&D. That is probably their weakest mode out of all 3 of the modes that we're playing in this tournament.
And I say now you put it on a night map, that makes it even more difficult.
Jam right here.
Oh, but I love this map. It's Industrial, bro. Industrial, I know, like, I've complained about the spawn points before, but it does look like they've changed up a little bit. But again, like, it has the most, like hard points that are, like, easily, like, contestable is what I would say.
Yeah.
Because you can be on the inside of the wall, and they'll be on the outside of the wall, and you guys can contest it. Like, it makes for better fights, makes for closer matches. Like, almost every hard point that we've seen that's went full-time has went full-time on Industrial.
Yeah, it is a very nice map for Hardpoint specifically. It's very good for Search and Destroy as well. So if you guys have slept on this map, sleep no longer, hop in and play it for those 2 game modes because it's an incredible experience. For Team Deathmatch as well, it can be extremely fun. But I think people have slept on this map a little too much. You guys really, really got to get in on it. But for Hardpoint specifically, yeah, you see a lot of back and forth control of the Hardpoint, which to me, as what you're pretty much explaining, makes it incredibly balanced and a little bit more fair than some of the other maps.
Now this spot is nasty. I hate the titty spot. Like, it is so hard to capture. As soon as people get dug in there, it is so hard to get back and like take control back of that one.
Now, one of the best spots to sit though to defend it is the prison walk. If you can get up to prison walk and your team can capture that point, because shooting from prison walk from towards these towers, it's actually a really good spot to catch people on the pass as they're trying to enter the point itself. Now, getting people off the point from prison walk is rather difficult, but stopping people as they try to enter the hard point, that's where it's key. I think if you can gain control over that, you can slow the momentum of your opponent and give the rest of your team an opportunity to go in and capture. Now, this is a wonderful contest point. I absolutely love this spot in the map.
Yellow contested. Let's go.
Oh, great. Yeah, it's a great spot. Like, there's so many ways to come in and get people off of it. But if you also have the right points locked down, it's very hard for people to come in and surprise you. Now, speaking of this map, we'll go back to a few months ago. If you remember, if you get up on Prison Walk, or at a distance from any of the fences, you actually couldn't see through them. You got to thank your boy here, Wolf Craze, for making that change happen. Like, he was the key person pushing this. He was like, why can't we see through the fences? And he made a lot of people realize, like, oh yeah, why can't we see through the fences? So definitely has made this map a lot more strategic, because you can obviously see through the fences now. It used to be where, like, you'd get a distance and the fence would turn basically like to a solid wall and you couldn't see through it, but the person looking like from the other side of the fence could see you perfectly.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. What I would say is unfair, because I spend a lot of time at softball over the summer, and I see like a lot of stuff through fences, and I've never seen the fences be blocked.
Yeah.
I got it open.
But
Yeah,
big props to Wolf. Big props to Wolf. Let's give him a round of applause. Like he
It was a big outstanding issue that I was talking about at the PlayStation launch, and it just, for some reason, it just didn't get fixed. I think there was some confusion as to how that would actually happen, how that would be fixed. But fortunately, it was, and I think the devs are a little bit more aware about those issues, and we've actually captured it in a couple of other of the new maps and a couple of those instances. So hopefully it continues to be common practice to work on those things.
I'll tell you, you got Wolf on the case. He's testing these maps before you guys get to see it. So a lot of these issues, like, even I get to see some of this stuff. Like, Wolf notices stuff that, like, I'm like, oh yeah, and it's just, yeah, big props to Wolf. Like, everybody like doesn't understand how much you do, bro, but like, you've done a lot for this game, a lot for this league. I just want to make sure you get your props too.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
71-14.
Just for everybody's reference, we did lose Crispy's stream, so we are stuck with Devil Spit. Not that it's bad perspective, because they are trying to close the gap here, but we are stuck with just one.
Already fucking in it.
In the building.
It's true, Titch. I do.
I'm coming through the front.
Got a keen eye for
Yeah, I can't go through
certain
the
details.
fire.
Ah, fuck, they got me.
He's got that dad arm. Like, somebody touches his thermostat. He's like, what's going on?
Oh, touch the
Something
thermostat.
changed. Yep. He's got it.
I know.
All right, I'm there.
One dog
Hope
down.
you all over on TikTok are enjoying the show. Those on YouTube are enjoying. Facebook, and also over on big screen, if you're still there, God bless you, because that's a long time in VR. We are about an hour and a half, or a little over an hour and a half into the stream. That means you've been an hour and a half in VR. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. You've got your comments. And hopefully you come back for another match that will be taking place this week. We got 3 more. And but this one is working on its way to closing out after a very long search and destroy on Desert. Devil's Spit still behind here, not able to gain much ground as Carnage is starting to pick up the pace with 162 to 78. I saw that correctly.
Oh my god.
Whew. I think you did.
Crispy got me
Yeah, I
coming in
think
behind.
you did.
I think it's I think we're at a point where Devil's Spit, there's just, if they
Too
were to
much
come
ground
back,
cover.
Oh, no, he's
if
still
they were to
there.
come back, it'd be a miracle. They have to hold this point for the remainder of the time without it being contended for too long, but they can barely sit on
They got
point.
me.
Ain't gonna happen.
Oh my god.
ain't gonna happen. Like once Carnage gets up this far above you, it's over. Because then they start playing loose and free, and once these guys relax, that's when they play their best.
I got him.
I mean, I would love to see a comeback at this point, but I don't think we're gonna see it happen, unfortunately.
And this could spell disaster for their team deathmatch. With that excitement momentum coming from Search and Destroy, and then performing like this on Hardpoint, I mean, it's gonna be emotionally difficult and straining and trying when they get to team deathmatch, their worst game mode. What's going on, Blah and Camber?
Or I think or it could spawn a sense of overconfidence. You know, it could lead them in to come into TDM like, oh yeah, we're invincible, we can do anything. Devil Spit gets up by a good bit, and then they decide to, hold whatever spot, and it ends up poorly for Carnage. But I tend to agree. I think it's going to go the other way. Does look like we're going to high rise. We're going to high rise for TDM? I don't think we've seen high rise on TDM yet.
We haven't seen high rise yet.
Not since the beta. Not since the beta. Yeah, well, we saw it during the 3v3 beta tourney. But we have not seen TDM on this map yet. This is going to be very interesting. I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you, it could go either way. Once I've seen this map, it could go either way.
So, just as an FYI, we do not have, again, the one perspective. I'm keeping an eye on it to see if it does go back up, but if we don't get another perspective, it's not a huge deal. We still got the one from Devil Spit. We're going to be going, as O'Doyle said, we're going to be going to high rise for team deathmatch. And I would say, like, this is a good map for team deathmatch. It's got 5 different levels, if you really think about it. You got your base level, you got 2 levels up, and then you got 2 levels below. So it's going to be a lot of run and gun and a lot of fun. This map is very good for it. Now, it's got its flaws when it comes to Search and Destroy, and it's got its flaws when it comes to Hardpoint. I think Hardpoint is a little less flawed than Search and Destroy. It does need a little bit more work. We've talked about that with the devs. So hopefully that some of those changes can take place in the future. But as for free-for-all and team deathmatch, this is a very good map. Just don't fall off the edge, guys. Please don't do that.
Running gun and a lot of fun. I can't get over that. That was so good. That was slick.
Was it intentional? You'll never know.
We're about to win too.
Wu-Tang.
Have faith in us.
I'm off to a bad start. I done lost the bait.
All right, here we go. Match starting. Last game of the evening. Can Devil Spit squeak out one more victory to tack on to their overall score? This is going to be it for these two teams, folks. Carnage and Devil Spit ending the season in incredible fashion.
One's coming up the stairs.
Somebody's steadily flashing.
Still blind. I'm down. All right, 2-2.
I mean, I'll tell you, I'll give it to Devil Spit, even if they don't do something here. To take a point away from Carnage, that's not saying nothing.
No, it's not.
Carnage is, a top tier team. Definitely in the top 3.
Corner, big stairs.
Everybody's up for abusing the wolf every once in a while. It's just unfortunate Puddles can't do it in the game.
Above me.
Oh no, he didn't.
I think I just opened the door again. We did make amends, and I think I just ruined
I
it.
got king.
Oh shit. Leo got me.
I'm sorry, Puddles. I take it back.
He just come from out front.
Oh, got Leo up here in the corner.
Was that the
Crispy
stairs?
came up the stairs, going to the
Yeah,
triples.
they're spawn killing us all. Fuckers.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta.
I got sliced.
Yeah, it might be a little
Hellbound,
bit my
very
fault.
red there.
Spawn killing.
Choosing to kind of camp this corner. This is not a bad corner to camp, but only if
Leo's coming
really,
down.
I'm going to tell you, a lot of these places I see Hellbound camping at, they work very well in free-for-all,
I wish I could do that.
not so much in TDM.
Slice is up stairs on the back corner. He's going towards triple stairs.
Puddles knows I love her,
Damn it, Leo. Got
and
me
she has
down that
definitely
man.
spanked me a couple times in the game.
Yeah,
Crispy
good
was there
shit.
too. Slice.
Can't get back.
Oh, gee, we're great. I just started another challenge. Sorry, folks. I'm so focused on Puddle's response here. I haven't been paying attention to the game.
Got another fight coming.
We're gonna have another match, guys. If y'all haven't checked out my video already of Puddles and me particularly getting pissed off a little bit at I think it was T-Luke. I eliminate Puddles and T-Luke was waiting for it and he capitalized, but Puddles and I have this fun little quarrel. But be wary when be wary when
y'all
we're
had
on the
y'all
same
had a
team.
nice little like powwow and like y'all got together and were very happy when you guys got to take me out like several times. I think that's what brought you together. Like you guys teamed up on me and was like, oh yeah, we got Doyle now. We got him in the corner.
It took both of us to take you out, dude. And so that speaks more to your competency than ours.
Crispy down.
But hey, I'm happy to bring people together whenever I can. I mean, if you're gonna come to shoot me in the face, come do it. As long as it makes like 2 more people happy, as long as it makes like at least 1 more person happy other than myself, I've done my job. That's the goal. We gotta make 1 more person happy in addition to ourselves every day.
31-19. It does look like Devil Spit is pretty far behind.
Slice up on the triple stairs there, 2 at the triple
Hopefully they
stairs.
can turn it around. But High Rise is one of those places I would say that there isn't really a good spot to hold this. I mean, if you've seen some of my map overviews, I kind of outlined some of the really good spots, but despite it looking like there's a lot of sneaky spots, there really aren't very many to sit in camp on High Rise. There just aren't. No matter where you are, there is a point. There is an angle that you can be shot at.
Well, yeah, but baloney. I'm telling you, there are some spots. I know some spots, bro. You just gotta like.
I know you know some spots.
Look, they're going there. They're going there. Right where that person was just shot. That is one of those spots. As long as you can have somebody covering your back.
Can I tell you something though?
You can tell me. You can tell me all day. They're down there at the little like place you come up from underneath, like the scaffolding. Yeah, I'll shoot you in the face. Come up that way. I'll still see you.
If I ever get shot from someone there, they aren't there much longer after. So it's not as
well, you know why? Because you move over to the drywall, bro, or move over to one of these other posts. Like the smartest players make 1 to 2 kills depending on like the people in the match. If you're playing with like you or me or Diver or NGR, Mario, Mental, Casper, there's so many top tier players that like if you kill somebody from a sneaky spot, you best move because guess what? They are going to come right back and shoot you in the face.
Yep.
So the best players do that. Like they get in those good camping spots. They know the ones that are kind of close together. They'll take out a couple people, within the span of about 5 to 10 seconds. Then you move to the next spot. And another 5 to 10 seconds. You move to the next spot. Like those are the players that like do the best in free for all. Those are the players that do the best in TDM.
Now, obviously, it's kind of worked out in their favor a little bit because they have gained some ground. They're within 10 points last I saw here. So now they're at 11, but it is getting close. But they got to start working as a team. They got to come together cohesively and identify a spot that they want to sit and start getting those eliminations. They are behind, and so that'll do them some good. Running solo, if you wouldn't free for all, hasn't really been working out. They're very split up. And just to kind of bring in chat once again, Puddles, yeah, we're gonna have to go at it again. Yes, you can teabag me, but just remember, I'm gonna be dipping more tea than you. All right, I'll be sure to find you. Kill your teammates and then teabag all of you.
Well, Puddles, you kill me on the daily because, again, I'm the only one in the retail matches taking it easy. I was playing with a Hurricane and Uzis tonight. I took out Mario and a few other people with the Uzis tonight. Like, I'm not in retail to go ham on anybody. Like I've had my big matches.
You're one of those kind players.
It's not kind. It's not no kindness at all. I'm there to hang out with my friends. Like I love everybody in Alvo. I love the conversation.
I'm saying. Like I'm the opposite. I am full throttle the entire time. I try to run people out, even if they're new, because that's what happened to me.
Right.
I get full throttled.
Well, I never got ran out. I got people that went full throttle, but at the same time, I was like, "Where the hell did you shoot me from?" And Diver would be like, "Well, actually, it was like right here. Come here. Wait, everybody stop shooting." And then he would like show me how he got there. Like, I mean, and it's players like that, like they keep this game growing. And it made me stick around, but like again, I'm like when I'm in like retail, guys, I'm not there to like go like sweaty. Like I'm sorry, I'm here to have a good time, have a couple drinks, and shoot the shit. So there are a few times that I will say that I get a little sweaty, like during those times, like when I try to take it serious, and then like an old guy that's like, "Oh yeah, I can outrun you, whippersnapper," and then you quickly realize like, "Oh no, I'm too drunk. I can't do that." That's where I get when I play some retail.
I was Karen. Yeah, I was.
Right behind me.
The only reason I stopped is because of the tracking. I'll tell you that much. Unfortunately, Devil's Spit suffering defeat here in their final matchup on TDM. But man, I want to give both of these teams a great round of applause for such an incredible season. They both played their hearts out. Carnage coming out victorious 5-1. Devil's Spit able to take at least one away from them. So kudos to you. But man, oh man, these two teams, they looked good. I'm just going to bring up the stats to kind of let you all know where they're going to be sitting. So if we're looking at Carnage overall, I need to spread this out a little bit so I can see the total. So they just got 5. That brings them up to 27. They're absolutely going to be sitting in third place, as Trauma is currently sitting with 28, and they still haven't played their week 6 game because that is going to be part of the finals. So they are effectively coming in third place. So incredible run, especially for a group of people who kind of just got together. I don't want to say they just got together, but in a uniformed fashion to compete. They performed incredibly well. Without having the stats in for this game, their performance for Search and Destroy was above 50% success rate, which is great. Their hard point was above 75%, so it looks like they might be hitting that 80% mark after this match. For Team Deathmatch, they were a little bit shorter, probably around 42%. This has been bumped up now. It's probably going to be 50%, considering they won both of them. But very good scores. It's something to be proud of. You guys performed great. Fantastic season, with next season coming out within a month or so after this one concludes. I hope to see Carnage back. I'd love to see them back, and I'd love to see them try to take one of the top 2 spots. So keep up the good work, keep the practice in, and hopefully you guys can keep the same roster as well. That'd be brilliant to see. As for Devil's Spit, they get 1 point here. They're able to get 9 in total. That's going to tie them for last place with German Grandpas, but German Grandpas still have their game to play, so it's likely Devil's Spit will be coming in last place unless German Grandpas just completely flatline. I mean, I know they're all grandpas, and I'm not wishing death on them, but if they just completely flatline and don't get any victories, they will be tied for last place.
You're gonna make me cry, Wolf. Dude,
I know,
this
man.
is it. This is the end of the season. What?
This is the end.
What? Ah. All right.
I love you. Love the community and killing you as a plus. Yeah, I'll be back with the baddest. Yes. So Puddles, I don't necessarily want to spoil that surprise, but Puddles did inform me that there is a team that has been dying. They were waiting a long time before private matches even came out. They were in Discord. They've been waiting for competition. They are now aware that competition is upon us, and they are getting prepped and ready. So, and this is not a new team. This is
Paragon? This Paragon?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not allowed to say who it is, but they are a seasoned, competitive team from other titles. So, best put on your boots, best blue up your guns.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about our team?
No, I'm not talking about Alpha Squad. No.
Look, I'm gonna call it. I don't know. I know you don't have any insider information. I mean, or do I don't have any. I'm gonna say it's Paragon. I'm gonna tell you, bring it.
It'll be great to see, especially because as this starts taking flight, folks, the Alvo League is going to catch people's eye and is going to bring more teams in. And hopefully we can get some of those other top tier teams and show them who's boss around here in these parts, because the Alvo community is in many ways far superior to others. And I want some of those very strong, competitive, established esports teams in the VR scene to come in and see what we're about. So spread the word. Be sure to at them on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever they are. Let them know and tell them to join us. We'd be happy to welcome them with open arms. So if you guys want to participate in future league events, be sure to join the Discord. We're going to be setting it up. We're going to continue the Alvo Test League Discord. It might change its name depending on what Season 2 brings us. And it might look a little bit different, but if you're already in that Discord, please stay there. That is where the competition is going to continue. If you're in the main Alvo Discord, there is a link to that competitive Discord that you can join. But be sure to bring your buddies, be sure to bring a logo, team name, and be sure to bring yourselves with a lot of practice behind you because you're going to need it. I am not going to say much else. I want to thank everybody. O'Doyle, you got anything to say before we head on out?
Hey, thanks everybody for showing up. Get ready for some great matches the rest of the week. And I mean, I guess this is kind of close to the end of the week and the end of the season. So, it's sad, but guess what? You got some damn fireworks coming, guys. First week of May. It's coming. We're gonna put on a great show for you guys. Please be here.
Well, Crispy, well played, and good sportsmanship coming in here saying GG, Devil's Spit. Absolutely. But that's going to conclude tonight's event in Amateur Hours presentation of the Alvo Test League match between Carnage and Devil's Spit. Congratulations, Carnage, on a wonderful win, but congratulations to both teams on a wonderful season. Thank you so much for being part of the development of this Test League that was very educational, informative of what we need in place for future events. And again, if you guys want to participate, be sure to click those Discord links from all the various social media sources. But that's going to be it for us. Thank you so much, and we will see you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.